Welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak, where we reached the end after our big party in the evening.
Let's see what we've got.
We have a 4 SPG. Dear Spriggan, there's something I would like to tell you, Spriggan. Please decode this and arrive at the truth. I shall be waiting. The hell's this? Dear Spriggan? Doesn't look suspicious at least, alright? My interest is piqued. I guess this message here must be the code it was telling me to look into. First task, go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steeds descend. Seems innocent enough. Don't know what they're after, but I'll play along for a bit and see what's up.
How is it this late?
Okay.
This feels relaxing.
Maxime and Paulette. Judith? Yes, Mom, I get it. I promise I'll be back in time for New Year's. I go ahead and talk to What? You already told her? Why wouldn't I? You already went off gallivanting over to Rastian without even telling us. And not to mention what the tabloids have been saying about you. Do you have the slightest idea how worried we've been over you? I can explain. Just make sure you get all of your affairs in order and tidy yourself up before you come here, understand? However, if there's a special someone you're just getting serious with, you can totally bring them over with you if you want. Your mom won't mind. Mom, give me a break. You're asking me impossible. Sounds like an important family call. I won't butt in. From the sound of it, she's talking to her mom. As far as I know, she's a theater actress. And the second, Grimcat. Tough nut to crack. Her grandma's probably worse though. She was a chanson singer and the first Grimcat. Wouldn't want to mess with her. You realize I have better things to do with my life, right? Like, I don't know, my career as the biggest movie act. Excuse me, what do you mean look for someone at work? You're not seriously expecting me to do that. Alright. So, this is of course in Riverside.
Let's do this.
At the river, and the place where the iron steeds descend will be the garage. Go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steeds descend. That's gotta be the body shop, yeah? Well, I'm here, now what? Hey, Judith, advance here. Hey, yeah. Good on you for solving that riddle. You put up the request then? Oh, no, not me. Just heard through the grapevine what was going on and offered to lend a hand. No way I wasn't gonna pitch in. Pitch into what? Be straight with me here. You can leave all the questions for later. You took the subway here, yeah? I assume your car's gonna be in its usual garage? Mind if I go get it? That came out of nowhere. You all should have a key already, since this is where I bring my car to get serviced. What are you up to, though? Nothing bad. Surprise! You're getting a nice free car wash on your dear truck. Uncle here is gonna give it his best shot too, so we get her nice and shiny. Okay. Thanks for the offer, a little out of nowhere though. I definitely like that, but let me pay for it. Nothing scares me more than free stuff. Hey, absolutely not. It's fine. Don't look a gift car wash in that water. But seriously, we don't need your money. Done a splendid job right there for not looking suspicious, you know? Look, Van, don't play hard to get here. You won't owe us a thing. Clients already paid in full. So just shut up and get your car washed. Client, who the hell puts up an order like this? But fine, since you insist, I'll leave you to it. Great, let me go get home. Uncle, better get your butt in gear while I'm away for the best car wash ever. If I gotta. Judith immediately left for Old Town. When she returned, she did so with Van's pickup truck, bringing it into the shop. Okie dokie, your baby's here. Leave it to us. She shines so bright you won't even need to turn on the headlights. She'll get a nice new waterproof wax finish on the outside and a nice and thorough vacuuming on the inside. And don't you worry about all the small details. Uncle's gonna handle the real delicate parts. Excuse you. Thanks for giving it the works. Might not need to polish on myself in a while with all that. You won't regret it. Always nice to work on a car as nice as yours. Well, I suppose I have to give you this now. Here, get going on the next place while we clean your car. Next, wait, there's more? Second task. On the gateway to our fair capital, as a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man. Reach him to accomplish this task. Another riddle, and this one ain't any easier than the last one. I'm sure you have questions, and I can't answer any of them. So don't bother asking and go solve the riddle instead. Fine, guess I'll go to the next spot then. Thanks a bunch, you two. Have a good one! I don't get it. What's the point in getting my car washed? What's this client of theirs up to? But with Juniper and Bradley in on this, it can't be that bad, right? No point in worrying now. If I want an answer, I'm probably gonna have to find one myself. Stations, yeah. Gateway to the city was...
Taking off now.
Of the areas we have, the only access was this train station. On the gateway to our fair capital lies a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man. That's gotta be the department store, yeah? But what am I supposed to do here? Might you happen to be Mr. Van Ack, right, sir? Yeah, that's me. I see. Congratulations, sir. You are precisely the 333rd customer to visit our store today. Allow me to present you with a gift in honor of this moment. Sure. It's an all-expenses-paid invitation to a bathing facility in Trion Tower. Massage included too, so I believe it would be a fine way to rest away your weariness. Wait, what? Since when is that a thing to give out stuff this fancy just for wandering in at the right time? Is it not to your liking, sir? No, it ain't that. It just sounds amazing, trust me. Then please accept it with our blessing. Allow me to give you this too. Another riddle, huh? Last task. Reach a place in the business district where 3 pillars stand and you can hear the rushing water. I'll await you there. This is the last one. Well, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. That's 2 unexpected but awesome gifts I've got now. What's my client's aim here? To put me in their debt? To get me to let my guard down? Man, I still got no clue, but I guess I might as well see this through to the end. Business district, say hey.
Off we go.
The hotel? Hey. With a 3-pillar stand, you can hear the rushing water. Well, that's my best guess. The hotel has those 3 pillars on the logo. Wonder what I got in store this time. Welcome to Maserati Hotel. We've been expecting you. Oh, hey, Rumsfeld. You been waiting for me? Guess that means you got tied up in this thing too? Indeed I did. But first, why not sit down and relax? Surely all this adventuring has made you rather tired. Feel free to unwind while we prepare the grand finale. Well, what's this supposed to mean? Guess there's no point getting all worked up about it. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Arkwright. And 3 cheers for your efforts. Wait, what? What the hell is this? It's a reward for your tireless work, Mr. Arkwright. Bon appetit. Seriously, though? I ate a die the other day. Am I in heaven? There's this mountain of sweets and it's all mine? Oh, it's so wonderful to see you delighted. It's the least we could have done, truly. Okay, hold the phone for a sec. Without even getting into how the hell I'm gonna eat all this without gaining a billion Kirim, what's the catch here? Not saying I don't trust you, but I kinda don't trust you. It's too good to be true, too nice. Well, you're getting it. Nothing, Mr. Arkwright. Don't be so presumptuous. Wait, you drag the whole damn city in here for this? Oh, that flustered look on your face is just so cute. Well worth the effort of gathering everyone here. Are the pieces coming together now? Why all these friends and acquaintances of yours are here? No. I mean, I already got your money. You don't really need to pay me back for anything. Ah, but we do. We all wanted to get together to show you our appreciation to you, the hardworking Spriggan who helped us all through this wild year. I mean, that's literally just my job. I don't get it. You're my clients, I'm your Spriggan. That's all there is to it, really. Oh, read the room, you doofus. This is a more personal way to thanking you. Our thanks transcend mirror, my boy. This we felt was the best way to show our gratitude. We owe it mostly to Berselia, though. She did all the heavy lifting. We thought this might make you happy, and it made us happy to give you back. We didn't bungle it, did we? You people are impossible. But thanks. What a day. He likes it. I'm happy to see that. Well, without further ado, let's bring out his presents. Marn and his clients were ministered over tea, his diligence and leadership vivid in their minds. One by one, familiar faces walked up to the Spriggan seat. So, do you remember us, Van? You helped us out with a register issue at our work. Hey, don't go blurting that out loud. Anyway, I gave it all back after that. You really saved me back there. We heard you have a sweet tooth, so we got you some cream puffs. We made sure to get plenty. Hope you like them. So, ever since you got my wallet back, I haven't lost it again. You've really given me peace of mind. I can live my life again. Thank you so much again for saving me from that stalker. Sure thing. Oh, I'm not here to pay anything off. I'm just here because it sounded fun. You like acting all jaded and glum, but there's this softy side that always shines through. You're having fun, aren't you? Zip it, I didn't ask to have fun. Thanks again for helping with that pendant. If it wasn't for you and your group, I never would have gotten to know Bruno like that. As thanks, I brought you some Engadon from Basil. It's already here on the table, so I hope you like it. Engadon, you know your sweets, huh? Honestly, wasn't expecting you to show up in the first place. Huh, I hadn't been planning on it, honestly. But somebody wouldn't stop nagging me about it. Do you still remember when I had you look for my boyfriend? I'm happy I was able to finally get closure. I hope Mark did too. So I went and got you a chocolate cream pie. Share it with all the others at your office, will you? Thanks for helping us test out our little puzzle game. As thanks, we'd like to give you some gum we're planning to give out as a game reward. This one's a trial one, just for you. Come join the fun again sometime. Sure, if you like it. You taught me a lot about security on the OrbelNet. I've been a lot more careful since you helped me out. Well, that's good. Glad to hear you're keeping safe. You really helped us back there. Yeah, I don't even want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't taken that request. We're still here thanks to you. So, here's some homemade chocolate for you. We poured our all into this. The real big one is for you and the rest are for the other people at your office. Make sure to share with them, okay? Of course, I'm not that greedy. Come on. Thanks, I'll dig in later. Thanks for helping my dad. Thanks to you and my son, I've got ties with that awful place for good. So, we got you a cheesecake as thanks. Thank you again for helping out this afternoon. We've still got a lot of stuff to work out, but we're moving in the right direction now. It's all thanks to you I was able to see my grandmother. I just want to thank you again. I got your famous financier cake from Anchorville. Please enjoy it. Oh wow, now you've piqued my interest. But honestly, I didn't do that much. A whole cake for some Spriggan like me? Right, I believe we're last up. I apologize for all the trouble. You really did save me there. Thank you ever so much. And, me too, thanks. And allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude once more. I dread to imagine what might have befallen the young miss had you not helped. Okay, I'm grateful. Don't know where the hell I store all this though. My fridge ain't that big. Well, you just have to get to eating then. Honestly, oh, lighten up. You keep trying to brush off all this thanks and appreciation, but why? Yeah, you're too old to be an edgelord, man. Said the wannabe gangster. Ah, youth. On the subject, the young Mrs. Father wished to thank you as well. Here's more in store for you than just the tree on Tower Hot Spring ticket. He would like to invite you and all of Aquat Solutions to a gourmet dinner at the Maserati Hotel's restaurant. Wait, seriously? That's a real bougie place, isn't it? Shit, I can't turn that down though. I've heard legends about that seasonal fruitcake. Wonderful, I'm sure Father will be happy to hear that. Honestly, I feel kinda bad having you guys do all this for me. But, thanks. Alright, I get it. You got the point across. Man, just let us thank you, you old grump. And so the surprise Van appreciation party continued in earnest. All the sweets he couldn't get around to eating got carted off to the office. Eventually the party drew to a close after Van mingled with his clients and friends and thoroughly gorged himself. But the day wasn't over just yet. Van met a familiar face as he left the hotel. God is almighty, why did they have to gang up on me like that? That's not right. I'm allergic to kindness. And sheesh, I'm stuffed. I'm gonna have to hit the gym, feels like. Sounds like a good problem to have. Maybe, but it ain't my style. Big bunch of softies is what they are. Kinda funny, honestly. I always see the dark side of humanity in my line of work. But this was the opposite. I got a clue why I stumbled into something selfless like that. Really, who's a true softie? The clients or the Spriggan who went above and beyond to give them peace of mind? Oh, shut up. And something tells me the whole thing was your doing anyway. Am I wrong? Ha, right again. Though the young miss came up with the idea, in fairness. She wanted to show her thanks, so she asked her butler to do the rounds. He found this young businessman, you might know him, named Roderick, and his face lit up like a match when he heard your name. Yeah, I guess he did hit off a bit. But led them to me, as I'd already done some research into you on Berzelia's behalf. I figured I'd lend a hand as thanks of how you helped Dingo. That was nothing. Wait, back up a bit. What do you mean you did some digging? Exactly what it sounds like, pardon my nosiness. You're an interesting fellow, you know? Dingo told me this thing or two about you, and I can't deny it got me curious. Might make for a good article. Arkwright the anti-hero. Not the man Edith deserves, but the man Edith needs. Well, how am I supposed to keep a low profile if you slap my face on the front page? I was wondering how that kid got all those guys together. That was a trick, huh? Righto. I got handed to her. I didn't think we'd be able to put that big a party on such a short notice. She even robbed the department store and that mechanic's place in too. She's something else. And it all worked to perfection. A big old party with enough sugar to put you in a coma. Come to think of it, that would make for a great article too. I can see it now. I got it. An anti-hero's welcome. Arkwright shed tears, a touching tribute. Would you knock it off with the anti-hero shit and I was not crying? Whatever you say. If you don't mind, I'll be keeping track of your exploits for me or not. Hey, give a man a break, will you? I'll have to keep an eye out for him too. Well, guess the journal's gotta eat.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
Oh,
Gonna
the
eat
bracelets.
something?
The bracelet golds. Good work out there, Elaine. You too, Fee. I don't even know how to begin thanking you. Actually, are you two okay coming along? I know you only just got done with all that. That was mostly just talking. I'm good to go a little longer. You really held your own, Regina. I'm impressed. I heard you helped keep Edith safe while I was away. Even you know who had some good things to say. I'm sure he was just being nice. I really do depend on him too much. On the topic of you know who, was he helpful out at the old capital? He didn't do anything reckless out there, right? Like get himself in trouble? Please tell me he didn't get in your way. I wonder. Is that concern I hear? But no, it's just I don't want the co-worker making us all look bad. I hope he's doing okay for his sake. I know he's been worried about looking good lately, since he's got that promotion lined up. Just worried he's acting riskier because of it, especially if what happened to even... True, bracer ranks are more than just skill. There's a fair bit of luck in the equation too. But Albus will be fine, rest assured. Yeah, he looked real shaken when he heard about that even guy. But he turned right around and backed us up the whole way, along with Lahat and Zhaoling. It seemed like proof enough to me that he knows how to focus and prioritize. I see, well, good. He'd better be able to clear his head like that if he wants to get the B rank. There it is, now she's speaking her mind. You know, you're not far off yourself. Why not join him on the job now and then? Well, maybe. I give it some thought. Huh. Looks like Elaine and the other braces are having an after party. I thought they all split up after they got back. Not a group I want to stick my nose in, but they might take it the wrong way if I pretend I don't see them. Good. Aren't you, Alvan, doing the rounds as usual? We didn't have any requests to handle, so we decided to enjoy ourselves a bit. Thanks for keeping an eye out. We didn't see anything out of the ordinary on our end. That's nothing, just wrapping up some errands of my own. You ladies take it easy here. Don't go overboard with the hard stuff. Well, if I do end up too sloshed to walk myself home, maybe you can call on a certain someone to escort me? You'll take any for SPG, right? These two are already sauced. Looks like you've got a rough night coming up, Elvis. Please, I'm joking. I would never do something so demeaning. I imagine you're pretty exhausted yourself between today's incident, the mess, and the old capital. We've got a brief bit of calm before the storm, so make sure you rest up tonight. Yep, back at ya. I think we are all going to be pretty busy with the festival just 3 days away. Everyone should try to relax at least for tonight. Even you, Mr. Hard-Boiled Spriggan. Guess she's still salty about me not telling her that stuff. Great. Revolution Festival, huh? Don't think I've ever been before. Gonna get pretty busy for me. I wanna at least bring back some fun stories to tell everybody back home. She was in class 7, right? No wonder she's got those ties pulling her back across the border. She might as well be a celebrity. I guess it wouldn't be a worst thing in the world if those two got together. Wait, yes it would? Ah! Why did I let myself think that? Regina, you blockhead! Ah, girl, you drunk or something? You're all mumbling and shit. Remy, Roddy, and I thought of the cipher. I'm glad you stuck with it and figured it out.
Ladder launched.
So what do we have? So, drinking evening with René. You're going solo? What, were you expecting a swarm of VIPs like with the Afterparty? No, obviously. I just didn't know if Elaine set something up again or what. On the topic, she suggested the venue, right? She did, yes. This place was her recommendation too. Huh. What? She knows her way around town. There's nothing odd about that. I know, but that's not what I mean. It's just... she's still upset, isn't she? Of course she is after all these years. Man, you've always been like this. You never miss a beat when it comes to anything. I try. It's not easy keeping everything in balance, but the reward is well worth it. That said, it's not exactly a good look for me to attend a social function sans a partner. Well, I'm sure that all fits into your master plan somehow. Gotta scheme your way to the top in this world, and a certain four-eyed demon knows it all too well. Oh, I'm far from done. The road ahead is longer than the road behind. Especially when I consider what and who lies at the end of that road. Damn, you got me shaking my boots with that grin of yours. You almost look like some kind of movie villain there. Please, I'm not that conniving. I'm just shrewd. She's a good person, truly. I mean, I should know. What you? You're always buried in books and poring over current events. Elaine and I were nowhere near as boring. Unlike a certain Four Eyes, you'd never find us filing paperwork on our lunch breaks. Ha! No, you two were too busy tripping over yourselves and averting your gazes. Your little will-they-won't-they routine was top entertainment, you know? Every student, every teacher, we all ate it up. No shit? First I heard of that. Really? You two were the single most popular couple in the entire school. I even lent you a hand from time to time. Elaine had plenty of suitors, but I kept them well clear of her. You're telling me I had a wingman the entire damn time? That reminds me, we never did make good on our old promise, did we? What Alright, that. The basketball club, back when a certain super sub would come trotting in to fill gaps on the team. We ran plenty of matches together, but we never did get the chance to face off against each other one-on-one. So I told you we could swear off in that intramural tournament before we graduated. Now remember. Yeah, I kinda broke that, didn't I? You can't barely act your way out of this one, like some old daughter. We will have our match. Back at you. All that desk work wreck your eyes? I believe I showed you this afternoon how athletic I still am. Let's finish this. Van and Grimcat took to the basketball court for a one-on-one showdown, years in the making. And as the memories of the high school days came rushing back, their friendly rivalry started to get a little unfriendly. The no-holds-barred match drew a crowd of ballers and neighbors from all around, marveling at what I saw. The seconds wound down, the buzzer at the ready. Well, he hit that from the parking lot? Will not beat him, I can't believe it. But man, that blue-haired dude could really ball too. Shit, nothing I could do. Wait, when did the whole neighborhood get here? Might have gotten a little too into that one. Damn, man, I thought I had a chance there, but you had me locked down at the end. I do still practice on my days off. All that desk work will wreck my eyes, after all. You held up pretty well yourself. Perhaps there's something to be said for the jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, master of none's better than master of one. Been a while since anybody called me that. Takes me back to when I just joined whatever club I could for spare cash. You know, that ain't too far from the work I do now. Maybe that's how it started for me. That line of work suits you well, I'd say. In a way, I think school helped us all find our paths to walk. Elaine the Bracer, Van the Spriggan, and me. That will sound like a broken record, but you really want to stick your nose in that business, huh? You're staring your Hannah in the face, René. You know that, right? You don't want to make Elaine even more worried than she already is. I'm well aware, trust me. And you could stand to take that advice too. You've got something self-destructive written on your face. I'm glad we got to see each other one last time. Good note to wrap things up on. Well, am I wrong? What? No, I know well what lies ahead, and I know that it won't be pleasant. But I make sure not to get too detached from my bonds. I will always cherish our friendship. Don't you forget your dreams either, or why so many people gathered at the bistro to pay you back. You're special in your own right. Get a load of a young master here, handing out speeches like candy. But fine, if it helps you sleep at night, I'll watch myself. And I'll try not to bore you with my lectures going forward. I think I could use another round or two. Can you join me? Now we're speaking my language. The old friends made some light-hearted small talk over one last round of drinks. And after that, they went their separate ways into the night.
Seems you've grown a little. Maybe I can rest a little easier now.
The all-seeing childhood friend.
What's next?
What do we have? Quatre looks like he's going to spend the night doing some stargazing on the roof. Maybe I join? Hey, you working late? Oh, hi man. Care for some stargazing tonight? Sure, why not? I heard you were up here, so I thought I'd come and watch with you. Especially because I didn't get the chance back in Basel, since we were so busy. You could have just said something, no offense, but adults have a strange habit of keeping most things to themselves sometimes. Anyway, your timing is perfect. I just finished setting up the telescope. That's the one you keep in your room, right? Looks pretty old. Had it for a while? Yeah, I used it all the time when I was in the professor's house. It doesn't hold a candle to the one in the observatory in terms of how much you can see, of course. But it's good enough for some casual stargazing, which is why I still have it. Want to check it out? Sure. You'll have to teach me how to use it though. Never used one of those guys. That's fine, I'll demonstrate for you. Stand right next to me. Just have to bring it into focus, and there. I landed up with the first star in the Great Shadow Triangle. Have a look. Awesome. Let's check out that bad boy. Oh, his face is real close. Man, that's neat. You can barely see it with your naked eye. Still looks a little blurry to me though. Should I try twisting the dial like you did? Quatre? That's okay, you just keep looking. I'll turn the dial for you. How's it now? Can you see it better? Oh, now we're in business. You can see so much more detail like this. All I could see before was it was twinkling away in the sky. You didn't make it sound like this telescope was anything special, but I can even see the star wobbling, kinda like a desert's heat haze. You typically only observe that in constellation stars specifically. Stars that don't form part of a constellation don't have that. Their shimmer is less pronounced and they move more irregularly, and also... Man continued admiring different stars as he and Quatre talked about telescopes and other subjects in astronomy. I'll admit I hadn't ever really given much thought to this sort of thing until now. But stars are pretty cool to look at, aren't they? Oh, absolutely. If you're interested in learning more about astronomy, I've got some books I'd be happy to lend you. There's one that Gran wrote a long time ago that I definitely read. Wow, slow down, sport. How about I get the recommended reads some other time? I see the glimmer in those eyes. If we start right now, you're not gonna be done till we can't even see the stars anymore. Okay, next time. But I can see you're real passionate about stargazing. When did you start? It's all thanks to Gran. She's the one that introduced me to engineering and academia in the first place. She taught me that an engineer's priority is the betterment of lives, and that we uncover the true ways of the world only through academia. And I've always believed in that. I always believed that I wanted to devote myself to them wholeheartedly, just like Gran has. With any luck, I hoped I would even come to terms with myself, and truly understand the meaning of my own existence. But I haven't felt as strongly recently. Seeing engineering be used to bring harm to other people is disheartening, to say the least. You mean those nuclear weapons, or are you talking about the Genesis? Both. The invention of something as terrible as nuclear weapons has called those beliefs into question in the first place. But the Genesis, I can't help it, they bother me. They're prototype orbmen, but they've gone from tools of observation to tools of destruction. It makes me wonder, what sort of world was it that Professor Epstein wanted to learn about? I got this telescope from Gran a long while ago, but I never forgot what she told me when she gave it to me. Astronomy is the foundation of all learning. Use this as your foundation and start thinking and reflecting on such matters for yourself. I think I get it. Astronomy is about examining Adius's miracles through a scientific lens, the ultimate goal being to learn more about our world. Then, can I ask how you felt tonight? Looking up at the stars through my telescope, what did you think of? If I have to put it into words, then the sheer size of what's out there. It's so hard to wrap your head around, you can't describe it as anything short of a miracle. It just puts things into perspective. You can't help but feel tiny looking up at the night sky, like small change in the grand scale of things. Well, sorry if it's too cliché for you or whatever. It's just how I felt. Okay, you can stop laughing now. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of you. You're just the only person I know who'd word it quite like that. I've always looked at the world through a researcher's eyes, over trying my best to follow in Grant's footsteps. Sometimes I worry if those ideals are holding me captive, if I'm missing the forest for the trees, or the galaxy for the stars in this case. You know much more about the world than I do, Van. Not just the superficial stuff. I want to know what someone like you saw in those same stars. Hearing you say that was a relief. What you and I see isn't so dissimilar. And if someone like you sees that too, then I'm not as lost as I thought I was. I can still try to follow in Grant's path. I haven't lost sight of it yet. What you said helped reassure me of what... That's a lot to take away from my dumb ass, but sure. Though whether you and I see things the same way or not, if you love and cherish what you see, even after everything you studied, then that's your world, Quatre, and no one can take that away from you. You know, Van? I think you're right. I'm only who I am today thanks to Gran and everyone else in my life. With everyone's help, we can make sure technology is used to finally grasp the truths in the world all around us. That's the world I live in, and I want to continue living in it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Then it sounds to me like you've got nothing to worry about. You're exactly right where you should be. Quatre, Van, where you two boys are. You must be awfully close if you're spending time alone looking at the stars together. It's not like that, really. Sorry for hogging him all night. You definitely did, you little thief, you. What have you two been talking about, huh? Nothing much, really. Just small talk. Nothing but to interest you, Essie. Esme happily joined them, and together the three of them kept chatting and looking at the stars, if only for a while longer.
Detecting rise in body temperature. Are you okay, Quatre?
I'm fine, I swear.
Studious protege. So...
What's next?
Leaves rumors of a fake Grimcat. Van received a call from Judith. Together they headed to the site of Grimcat's supposed latest heist. Thank you for coming, Van. Don't sweat it. If something's bugging you, better take care of it ASAP. So what are we looking for? Is this where Grimcat hid? You mean the fake Grimcat? Where was this fake calling card left behind? The Phantom Thief Grimcat has stolen your treasure. It's just chicken scratch on a dirty piece of paper. I know, right? Right? Talk about disrespect. If they're going to go around posing as me, they could at least put some effort into it. Like matching the stationery at least. That's really what's bothering you here? Actually no. How did you even get that in the first place? After tracing their steps, I was able to predict where they would strike next. Sort of. I got here after the fact, but I did manage to beat the cops by a bit. No small fry if I can shake you off at least. Yeah, they've got the acrobatics to match at least. But I'm sure it's just a matter of time before I catch up though. So I figured I'd call in the cavalry, just in case. Vaughn and Judith set off in pursuit of a fake Grimcat. Judith's investigation suggested the fake Grimcat would strike multiple targets in one night. Their goal was to catch a fake Grimcat before they struck again. The footmarks are faint, but they're visible. It's pretty clear our pups running on the rooftops. They have a gal to steal my name, but not my methods? I want on walls, damn it, not rooftops. Guess they're a lousy Grimcat copycat, huh? They just aren't targeting the rich and corrupt either. They're widening the scope to ordinary citizens. That just makes them a common fuck. No, they're worse than that. They're pure and utter scum. Grimcat is a virtuous thief who only steals to punish the wicked, and this dirtbags is only interested in lining their own pockets. Damn, you're sure pissed about this. And how could I not be? I inherited the mantle from Mom and Grammy. That role means the world to me. No, it's just that. This is the way of life I've believed in since I was a little girl. And I happen to be very proud of it. So of course I'm angry. The name is being dragged through the mud by a money-grabbing asshole. Alright, time to rein it in. I get why you're mad as hell, but I'm gonna need you to cool your jets before you go after the imposter. You might be a super-powered badass thief lady, but you're still human. One careless move, and it could be curtains for us. Fine, I get a picture. I guess I'm a little heated right now. I've gotta ask though, since it's on my mind. Why are you going this far to help me out? I thought you didn't work for free. The copycat only started prowling the streets this past week, yeah? If he weren't so busy helping us clean up the mafia, we'd have mopped the floor with his 2-bit crook by now. You're kinda in this mess cause of me, so I figured I should pay back the debt I owe. Hey, what you giving me that look? Oh, nothing. It's just that, well, I do appreciate the help and everything. Something you said rubbed me the wrong way. It's always pay off my debt with or settle my debt with you. Doing favors isn't like paying off a bar tab, you know? You aren't one to pull your punches, are you? You've got that right. I like to be frank with people, whether they're a close friend or a complete stranger. And while I'm on the roll, I might as well tell you, you're not off the hook for that little incident in Longline. And here I was thinking what happened in Longline would stay in Longline. Better just turn the other cheek. Will another slap help you forgive and forget? No way, I won't let you off that easy. Together they continued following the imposter's trail. By cross-referencing the leads they had so far with information on the Orbital network, they finally identified the culprit. And then? Like taking candy from a baby. Better stuff a good spec at base before I go out for round 2. Sup? So this really is your base? The real Grimcat? Pick your jaw off a floor faker. You didn't really think you'd get away with using my name forever, did you? Well, not a bad little operation you had going, man. After getting fired from the circus, you took to performing on the streets. But then things started getting hectic, the opportunity to copy Grimcat and steal shit was just too good to pass up. How do you know so much about me? Whatever, I've been in tighter pinches than this. Huh, your impression ain't half bad. Is now really the time to mess with me? He's getting away. I think not. Oh. What are you doing here? I heard some unsavory rumors regarding a Grimcat imposter and decided to investigate the matter myself. Though it's clear now it would be swiftly resolved regardless of my intervention. That's right, I totally could have handled this on my own. Still, thanks, Yin. Well, what's done is done. Let's get out of here. They then left the apprehended imposter in front of a police station with a note from the real Grimcat. After visually confirming the culprit's arrest, the three once more vanished into the night.
You sure know how to turn on the charm. Not that you can outcharm me, of course.
Hot-blooded heroine.
Ladder launched.
And the last is Master Bergard. Huh. Since when do you own that one? I don't. Just borrowing it from a friend who runs a repair joint. I say tonight's too pretty a night to waste it riding alone, Master. And if I tag along? If your unworthy old student won't put a damper on your night with this. Alright, you can come. Nothing wrong with a master and his former student going out on an adventure here and there. I'm going to roll down Highway 12. Try to keep up with me. Ha! You got it. Lead the way. You look more comfortable riding an orbital bike than I was expecting. I heard your undying love was to cars, so this comes as something of a surprise. I've borrowed one from a friend a few times since they hit the market a couple years ago, but that's about all the riding experience I got. Nothing beats my ingot, but I give you that it's nice to feel the wind in your hair when you're out on the road. That it is. A fine benefit that only two wheels can offer. I never being that attractive women often strike up conversations with me in pit stops and such like. Well, look who's popular. You really are living it up now, huh? I sure hope I'm like you or President Rocksmith when I'm your age. It's a luxury that only the aged get to enjoy when we are freed from the shackles of obligation that have held them all their lives. Still, there's plenty that only the young can enjoy in life, so I suggest you and your friends do just that. I don't know if I'm really that young anymore, but I get you. So, I take it there's a real reason you plan to go off on your own? They're trying to keep their distance, but there's 3 cars behind us, and 2 ahead. Well, I thought it a shame to spoil an otherwise pleasant evening. I intend to lead them out to the outskirts of the city. Those kinds of Zack Arms models, huh? So you're from the company? We didn't have to fight you in the underground, even if we've dealt with you in the past. I'm well aware that you have been following me around these past few days. I would assume it is because you have somehow learned my former name. That's right, Roaring Lion. We thought you were finally dead, but here you are skulking around under some pseudonym. We need to pay you back for what you did to our company. Just what did you do? 4 years ago, we were testing a new weapon in an area I was operating in. During the tests, local civilians are placed in danger. I then stopped it by destroying the weapon and taking care of their members. Pretty cut and dry then. Sounds to me like you got what you deserved. Not the best justification to be following someone around. If he had interfered with our test, our company would be seeing even greater success in the test than it already has. So now that he's lost that power of his, it's time he answered for his actions. And if you're going to get in our way, Spriggan, we take you down right with him. You're way underestimating my master here. If you honestly think you can take him down. No, I think this may be the perfect chance to show me what you currently know. Do not use your stunt caliber. Show me the fruits of your Kunlun school teachings instead. Alright, if that's what you want. It's been a while since I last had to fight hand to hand, but here we go. Very good, then let's begin. What the hell? Oh, is he still so strong even without his old abilities? You regret this, Spriggan? Ugh, should put me through my paces. Please don't make me fight people packing advanced weaponry with my bare fists again, Master. Yet you triumphed, did you not? Your current combat style may be a mix of the Kunlun school and Hollow style. But I see that you did indeed fight using only the techniques that I taught you. Of course, if I didn't, this would have all been for nothing. You took advantage of me being targeted to make me remember my Kunlun roots. You could have handled those guys on your own just fine, but you chose to invite me along just for that. Man, you really haven't changed at all. Still, I do hope it went some way to reminding you of how you used to be. You looked to the future when you were training under me, more than you do now at least. Well, I admit it, take me back. You taught me to be calm and one in spirit with the land and the Kunlun Mountains, to find a way forward using the energies coursing through us. Those teachings are more relevant than ever now that I'm working with so many others who aren't so sure where they belong. Indeed, and I hope you'll always keep that in your heart. Remember what you have created through the life you have chosen, what is truly capable of binding you. Only you can face your demons, but I do all I can to aid you. For you will always be my student, and I will always be proud of you. I'll do my best to keep that in mind. Thank you very much, Master Bakon. Let us return to the city. I ought to be able to enjoy the journey back with my student much more now that the matter has been dealt with. That's our master, alright. So he's just as good to his unofficial student too, then. I'm not at all surprised. It is simply his way. Once he makes up his mind to guide someone, he will never turn his back on them. Well, he did a decent enough job in Oration, so let's hope we can count on him at least a little in the future. Only time will tell if that's truly the case. Together, Van and Bergard made their way back to the capital, enjoying the cool, peaceful night breeze as they did so. They then resumed their respective tasks upon returning to Edith.
You have grown so much.
So, and the last thing I want to do is
Off we go.
turn in the quest, because this should be enough for the AAA ranking.
That's how it goes.
AAA rank! Headquarters is sure to be impressed.
Got it.
Alright.
Begin.
Okay, something I originally intended for next episode but want to do now is the movie theater. Surprisingly, we can actually visit all of Tyrol this time. Usually in the evening we only had the cinema. But we're here now.
Hello.
Welcome. What's the play right
We
now?
have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
I
Why
think
not buy a
we had
souvenir
both
to remember your
Requiem and Golden Blood Director's Cut already, right? Where was it? Not here. Yeah. hooks, movie brushes. I bought them for everything. Going back to Wolf's Requiem, yeah. So that leaves Climber's story.
Hello.
Purchase. Let's grab a seat. This documentary is a dramatization of a memoir left behind by a mountain climber. The brutal intensity of mountaineering is laid bare against the ethereal beauty of Calvert's most famous peaks and valleys. The most impressive of which is the Tian Shan Mountains in the eastern region of the Republic. Nicholas, the author of his memoir, serves as a narrator as the team ascends the mountain using a route that was believed to be unscalable.
This isn't the first time I've gazed at the gaunt face of death. It awaits us all at the bottom of the abyss, yearning for our fall when a boulder bars our way. I've never seen a mountain rob the hope of the climbers challenging it. That is, not before today. It's been 10 days since we started our ascent, yet the summit is not even in sight. When you scale a mountain, death scales right behind you. Elman, Massif, and Gessner were among the greatest mountaineers in all the world. Yet even they were claimed by death while on the climb to the top. Man is utterly powerless before the mountain. The frailty of humanity is unmasked in the face of nature's raw majesty. So then, why does man climb the mountain? And to that I say, I do not know. All I know is that the vast world beyond the summit has seized hold of my soul, and it will never let go.
Van, is that you? Well, look who it is. You come here all by yourself? Maybe? I was thinking it might be nice to maybe catch something, and then before I knew it, I found myself here. Did you come here to watch this movie too? I guess you could say that. You were smart to pick a documentary. One of the better genres to enjoy by yourself, in my opinion. I know what you mean. Before I knew it, I was completely sucked into what was going on. Except at one point, I suddenly saw Dingo in my mind. But he didn't look like he was sad or in pain or anything. He was smiling, softly. He looked like he was in such peace. It made me so happy to see that. Really happy, as a matter of fact. I'm so sorry. I must sound crazy right now talking like that. Nah, not at all. Hearing that from you honestly brings me a little comfort, thanks Marielle. Van's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on with the rest of his evening. Alright. With that, I would end the episode. Next time we take our talking rounds throughout the city. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.